Imagine drilling for oil in the middle of a silent desert and accidentally opening a giant hole in the earth, and above that, they decided to set it on fire, which kept burning for over 50 years. This is the story of the door to hell. In 1971, Soviet geologists arrived in the desert searching for oil and natural gas. The Soviet Union desperately wanted energy resources, and Central Asia was believed to contain huge underground reserves. So the scientists began drilling. At first, everything seemed normal, but beneath the surface, they had no idea they were drilling directly above a massive underground cavern filled with methane gas. Then sudden live ground collapsed. The drilling platform, equipment, and part of the camp reportedly fell straight into the earth. A giant crater had opened beneath them, but the collapse wasn't the worst part. After the accident, huge amounts of methane gas began escaping from the crater. Methane is extremely dangerous, it's highly flammable, and can replace oxygen in the air, and in large quantities it can become deadly. The Soviet scientists feared nearby villages, animals, and workers could be poisoned by the gas. So they made a decision that would become world famous. They decided to set the crater on fire. The plan sounded simple: burn the methane away, wait a few days, and the fire would die naturally. But they made one massive mistake. They underestimated how much gas was trapped underground. The crater ignited instantly. Flames exploded upward from the earth. Days passed, then weeks, then months, but the fire never stopped. The underground methane reserve was so enormous that the crater continued feeding itself year after year. Eventually, the Soviet Union collapsed. Governments changed, decades passed, and still the fire burned. More than 50 years later, the Darvaza crater is still on fire. As news of the burning crater spread, travelers began calling it the door to hell, and honestly, the name fits perfectly. At night, the entire crater glows orange. Hundreds of small fires dance across the ground, while heat rises from deep inside the earth. Standing beside it feels unreal, like staring into another planet. Some travelers even claim they saw insects, animals, and desert creatures attracted toward the flames at night. Stories about camel spiders wandering near the crater added even more mystery to the legend. Whether all the stories are true or not, the crater became one of the scariest places on Earth. Today, the door to hell has become one of Turkmenistan's most famous tourist attractions. Adventure travelers journey across the desert just to witness the flames in person. But there's one problem. The crater is still releasing greenhouse gases into the atmosphere, and methane is one of the most powerful gases contributing to climate change. Because of this, Turkmen authorities have discussed plans to finally extinguish the fire. Some experts believe the flames have already become weaker than they were decades ago, meaning fire may eventually burn out on its own. But nobody knows exactly when. What began as a Soviet drilling mission turned into one of the strangest accidents in modern history? For more than half a century, the door to hell has continued burning in silence deep in the desert of Turkmenistan. This incident is a reminder that sometimes human mistakes can create something far more terrifying than anyone imagined. And somewhere in the darkness tonight, the fire is still burning. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe for more true stories, forgotten disasters, and strange places from around the world.